What's up, guys? It's David coming at you from Organic Prize Books with a look at a new release from DC and honestly an omnibus I've been waiting for. We are looking today at Justice League by Scott Snyder and Tynion the fourth Omnibus Volume 1. Now, I am a big fan of this, or the Justice League run from this one, because this one collects like the beginning of the new Justice League by Scott Snyder, because it directly connects to the death metal and the Dark Knight's Metal and the Dark Knight's Death Metal event that came about a couple years ago, and I thought that was all really well interconnected. The Justice League really led into that, and I enjoyed the stories for what they were, which was good fun with comics. Total rock star. If you read those, they even have a playlist of music you can listen to that goes with it. So I really like that storyline, those two events, and this definitely interweave those, connects them, and kind of leads you up to it. So that's great. And of course, it's Scott Snyder, who's one of my favorite writers for Batman. Him and Greg Capullo are my dynamic duo. But then there's James Tynion as well here, the fourth, who also knocks it out of the park. He has some great stuff. So I'm excited to see this omnibus be released. Let's take a look. Here is the front, spine, and the back. And then the front, this is Jorge Jimenez's artwork, and it looks amazing. He's definitely one of my new favorite artists, including Dan Mora. For the really like fun, artistic, and dynamic artwork that they do. The figures are great. Just look at Hawkgirl. Ooh, those curves. But yeah, there's some definitely artists that are up and coming who have made their mark as like the style that they have. Jorge Jimenez is one of them. Like I said, Dan Mora, Peach Momoko is unique. All Red has a great artistic style. Scotty Young, who has his own unique touch to things, of course, with the cartoony style. So all these artists that have their own style that are instantly recognizable, Jorge Jimenez is one of them. So let me show you inside are the flaps. Oh yeah, there you go. You got a little synopsis here, and then a bio on the creators right there, and then underneath dust jacket. Okay, you got a 2-panel spread. You got, of course, the Justice League over here on one side and the Legion of Doom on the other. Legion of Doom. There you go. That's a good collection right there. So I like that. I like the juxtaposition of the same panel, just with the corresponding bad guy that corresponds to the superhero on the other side. I would say their other side of the coin. Superman is Lex Luthor. Batman is the Joker. Obviously, Wonder Woman is Cheetah. Flash, Gorilla Grodd? I guess. I don't know. Who would you consider? Well, obviously, Flash is anti-hero, or his counterpart is Reverse Flash, because it's in the name. Come on. But this is pretty cool. Green Lantern, of course. Sinestro. So let's go ahead and let me show you the binding on this. Let me put that real quick. The binding on the book so that you can see that. People care about that. Let me open up this book so that you can see that as well. Yes. Do you see it? Do you feel it? Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah. There you go. All right. So let's go ahead and jump into Justice League by Scott Snyder and Tynion the fourth Omnibus Volume 1 and see what's inside. All right, guys, let's take a look at Justice League by Scott Snyder. And here is the contributors to the book. Thank you guys for the work that you put into it. We appreciate your talent, time, and dedication to these characters. Now, the feel on this is, I guess, standard feel for DC Omnis, which is that semi-gloss, semi-mattish gloss. you know, it's all right. It's not as good as the DC omnibuses, but the artwork on this looks great. Of course, Jorge Jimenez taking the forefront of it and just knocking it out of the park. I love the spreads like this. This is so cool. Now, let me tell you a little bit more about this book, so you're aware. Spinning out of the cataclysmic event of Dark Knight's death, Dark Knight's Metal, Scott Snyder and James Tynion the Fourth reunite the world's greatest heroes to take the Justice League into uncharted territories. From the source wall at the edge of the cosmos to the bottom of the ocean to top secret vaults on Hawkworld. And through it all, Lex Luthor is quietly building a team of his own, the Legion of Doom. From Black Manta to Sinestro to the Joker, Lex has engineered an alliance among the Justice League's greatest enemies, but a new partnership with the monster known as the Batman Who Laughs could throw both of the League and the Legion into untold chaos. Justice League by Scott Snyder and James Tynion IV Omnibus, Volume 1, collects the first half of Scott Snyder's and James Tynion's IV's epic Justice League run leading up to Dark Knight's Death Metal, including Aquaman, number 41 to 42, Aquaman / Justice League Drowned Earth, number 1, Justice League number 1 through 18, Justice League Annual number 1, Justice League Aquaman Drowned Earth number 1. I think did I already say that? Yeah, you said Drowned Earth number 1. Huh, they included that twice for some reason. Justice League, no Justice number 1 through 4, and Titans number 28, plus a story from DC Nation number 0. Huh, looks like that might be an error in the description of that. It looks like Aquaman Justice League. Oh no, this one's Aquaman Justice League Drowned Earth, and then there's Justice League Aquaman. So it's just, whoever takes the forefront of it. Artwork looks great on this. The colors really, really pop. There is some page numbers on some of this, but not throughout all of it. As you can see here, the whole spread is taken up, and it's not like numbered on some of them, but on there is some that they do have it right there, as you can see. I've always liked the Justice League books, just because I think it shows a camaraderie between the heroes that you don't get to see in their individual titles. So, how would Martian Manhunter interact with Wonder Woman, or Green Lantern interact with the Flash, stuff like that. I really like seeing those interactions because it gives you a more rounded, more rounded view of them, of their characteristics, their relationships, their perspectives on the other heroes of the DC universe. And, I have always been a DC guy over Marvel guy. Sorry, guys. I like DC. Batman. It's Batman. It's Batman. Plus, it has Superman. I love Superman. Superman's such a great hero too. On Joker and then Legion of Doom. Okay, that's a pretty good. I like that. It's always like exactly the anti-hero of the superheroes of the Justice League. Plus, I think as a team name, Avengers is kind of like, oh, we're avenging something, but the Justice League is like, oh, they're here to dole out justice, to make sure there's justice in the world. Avengers, it sounds like, oh, I'm avenge somebody. Like, instead of being proactive, it's more of a reactive reaction of, I'm going to avenge it, while Justice is like, all right, we're going to go and dole out justice to the world, sort of thing. That's just my 2 cents. Anyway, let's go ahead and see if there's any extras in this. I don't want to spoil it too much. If you haven't read those, I would definitely recommend it, because it leads up to Dark Knight's Death Metal, and I thought that was a fun read. So, if you didn't, let me know. Let me know what you thought of it. Okay, we have the interview with Scott Snyder. I like that it has an actual bonus material section, like it separates it. Interview with Scott Snyder, very cool. Then you have Jim Chung does some great stuff, as you can see here. Justice League cover. Mark Brooks cover. Ooh, Mark Brooks does some really nice stuff. I like the variation of her like war costume and her regular costume, or her regular outfit. Very cool. Cool new. Nice. Oh, Jock. Okay, Jock. I see you, Jock. He does great for Batman. I haven't seen his stuff with anybody else. Clayton Crane, okay. Oh. Warren Lowe. Nice. I like the soft edges on that. Tyler Kirkman, definitely channeling his Jim Lee through that. There's Jim Lee, obviously. My boy. Woo! Looks so good. Okay, Martian Manhunter by Jim Lee. Hawkgirl, Jim Lee. Wonder Woman, Jim Lee. Yes. Cyborg, Jim Lee. Very cool. John Stewart, Green Lantern. Nice. Superman, Jim Lee. Love it. Love it. His style is so great. Oh, look at this Joker. Nice. Scary. Love it. Flash, of course. And then Aquaman. Francis Manipool. Justice League No Justice Sketchbook. Okay. Wisdom. Wonder. Mystery. Entropy. And I like how each team had a themed uniform, as you can see here. Very cool. I mean, who would you bet money on? What team would you like that you would put money on? I don't know. You tell me. There you go, guys. So that is Justice League by Scott Snyder and Tynion, the 4th Omnibus, Volume 1. So it sounds like Volume 2 should hopefully come out soon. But let me know if you're going to pick this up. And if you're a fan of it, check it out at Organic Price Books, guys. And I will see you in the next one.